Hi Libra, this is your May monthly. I decided to pull the camera a bit closer because I know when I'm watching readings, I want to see the cards. So you'll have to comment and let me know if you like this way better. Before it was a bit, you could see more of my office. So I think this might be better. Anyways, before I get in, there is a promotion I'm advertising right here. It will start May 1st, and the first 10 clients that email me will get a free reading. There are limitations, so please email me if you have any questions and we can get that started. I'm kind of doing it just to build my clientele, and I know it's very hard to just trust some random person on the internet to read for you. I have never done that myself, to be honest, maybe once a long time ago, and it didn't resonate with me. So this way, we get to do personal reading and you can see if you like my style and if we kind of click. So I thought that that was a really neat way to advertise my services. And I think that's all I have to say about that. So this is a love reading. These readings are meant for people who have questions about a person they're involved with, or if they're having relationship problems, or if they're wondering about a person they've already separated from. Um, these are not readings for people who are happy. And, so if you're happily involved with someone, I wouldn't read this because it's not going to resonate. So with that being said, I'm going to get right to the reading. Right away, I can see that it looks like someone is trying to reconcile, and it looks like you might be Libra. Now, this column is representing you, this is representing them, but keep in mind, it can be vice versa. Sometimes that happens. So maybe you could be this person over here and they could be there, but I'm just going to read it the way I see it. So, what I'm seeing is the relationship dynamic was represented by the Six of Cups. And when I clarified, I think that there has been a breakup, and I think someone's starting, like, wants to start over. Um, but I don't think it's a very healthy decision. I think that this relationship probably was very unhealthy. That's probably why it ended. For others of you, this relationship is a brand new one. But what the Six of Cups is telling me is often when the Six of Cups comes up, it depends on the other cards, but what it talks about is that we might be repeating patterns and themes from previous that are not serving us, and maybe even childhood patterns. So let's just say we had an emotionally unavailable parent, then we're going for more emotionally unavailable partners. So it could be a theme that is not working. Maybe you grew up, your parents split up because of infidelity, and you keep attracting infidelity. There's something there, but for a lot of you, this looks like a reconciliation to me. But it's not for the best reasons. Now, Libra, you are showing up as a Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm seeing is that I think that that's what makes me think you're more open to this. Like you are maybe texting this person or maybe considering texting this person, but you're not really thinking it through, right? You're not thinking it through, and you're not doing the work that you should be doing. You might be a bit restless, and that's why you're messaging them. Maybe, you've been single for a while and your ego is kind of saying horrible things to you, and so you want to reach out, but that's not a it's not realistic. And I'm seeing that there's some naivety in your energy there. It's not practical, realistic plan is what I'm seeing. Now the person that you're thinking about when it comes to you, they are not as open as you are. They're feeling a burden, maybe too much responsibility. And, for some of you, they might have a drinking problem, but that's for very few. More than anything, this person is just emotionally not ready for this, and maybe that's why the burden's there. But it also talks about that this relationship is just emotionally, you're on two different levels, right? Like you just don't emotionally connect on that level. And, I just don't see that they want to create with you. I don't see that they want to expand the relationship. I think they're very hesitant. Now, if you haven't reached out and you're planning on it and this resonates, this can be a warning that it might not go the way you want. And I just think also that maybe this person has other stuff going on in their life and it's just really bad timing. It could be a lot of things, but I don't see it being beneficial for you to get back with them or to establish a relationship with this person. Your advice when it comes to this person is the Eight of Cups in reverse. This tells me that you're not able to walk away, but you need to walk away. Um, and maybe you need to go back for closure or something. Um, Although closure comes from within, not from another. And what I'm seeing is that you're just trapped by these thoughts. And maybe this is from this, maybe if you've been involved with this person, this is from the relationship that you've never let go of. And if it's not, if this is a brand new person, it's just these are stuff, this is all emotion from the past. This is all your baggage. And, you know, it's saying you need to start fresh. You need to start new. You need to go for someone new, or you need to go for a totally new type of person. And something that came through when I was reading this was, do you not want to be happy? And the reason that came through, I think, is because, you know, this card is saying this person is walking back towards a really unfulfilling, emotionally upsetting past. Like they didn't get their cups filled, but they're going back. And the cards are saying, but you can have this. You can have this whole brand new journey that you can create anything you want. So why would you choose this when you can have this? And so it makes me wonder if you don't want to be happy. Maybe you're fearful of happiness. Many people are. Maybe you don't think you deserve happiness on some level. Maybe it terrifies you. You know, I know many of us, when we have a really stable life, the fear starts to creep in about, okay, when's it going to be over? And I don't know if that resonates with any of you, but I thought I'd mention it. But you are being guided to just start new. Do not go back. And, you know, I would have thought this would be something different. Like maybe, yeah, go back, take a chance. But looking at this person's energy, I don't think that that's it. I think that this is saying, no, you need to start over on your own new path. Now, your partner's advice was the Queen of Pentacles. So male or female doesn't matter, but especially if you are a female, this is saying, continue on your path, what you're doing. You're building up your security, to stay practical, to stay grounded. And I said, you know, what does this mean? And I got these cups in reverse over here. And I think that this is, you know, don't have these rose-colored glasses on. Both the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse kind of chase elusive love because they're not emotionally balanced and they tend to wear rose-colored glasses. They tend to be easily manipulated. So if you're a woman dealing with a Libra man, this is saying don't do it. Keep going where you're going, and you be very careful before you make this decision. You really need to weigh the pros and the cons because you have a choice. You can go back with this person or you can take this brand new path. I just think that this is saying to stay put. And even for a man, right? Because the reading is general. For a man, it could be that this is another woman. I thought that with these twos around. But because it's a general reading, it doesn't matter. But for some of you, this is saying to choose this person that's practical, that's reliable, that's grounded. And interestingly, Libra, you're showing up as the Page of Pentacles. And their advice is the Queen of Pentacles. And, you know, I have to wonder, like, maturity-wise, you might not just be where you need to be. That doesn't mean you're immature in, like, a rude, you know, condescending way. It means that you have a lot more to learn and a lot more evolving to do. And the advice for this person that you're considering is that they need someone a bit who's maybe farther ahead, because this doesn't work for them with you. And I'm just being honest with what I see. You know, take what resonates and discard what doesn't. And especially for the women too, like, this is saying stay grounded, practical, keep building what you're building. And, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is very, very responsible. But what this person is offering you is a page. A page with an ace in reverse. It's like this person isn't offering you something that's going to last anyways, and you've been doing so well. So I don't know who's who. This could be your partner, it could be you over here, but I hope I didn't confuse you. Anywho, let's move on. Where am I? So 2 advice cards. So you had all that glitters in reverse and purification. Now, all the glitters, very interesting because it reminds me of the devil. Let's see, 16. It's definitely about, you know, needing to see beyond the superficial, um, chasing after a very sparkling new thing. But, you know, you got to be careful here. So the protection message says this is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There's a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something very rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation that you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await. This is the better thing. So whatever side you're on, for both of these people, whoever you are, Libra, and whoever they are, you know, they have a better path and you have a better path, but together you two are not making a good path. That's what I'm seeing. And I think it's because you have some letting go. You definitely have some letting go here. There's a lot of negative narrative going on here, feeling entrapped when there's no need to feel entrapped. There's, you know, emotions that need to be let go of. And there's this, it could be codependency. This could be just fears. This is like our deepest, darkest fears. This could be ego. It could be, there's so many things that it could be, but they need to be released. And then purification came up, but it was in reverse. So it's funny because it kind of reminded me of the devil as well, being in reverse. So it's like you might be, whether you're again on whatever side of the coin you're on, you might feel tempted to reach out to someone that you know is not healthy for you, or tempted to reach out for the wrong reasons because of this negative narrative, this unhealthy pattern that you're in. Or you might be tempted to get back with someone who, you know, isn't the best person for you and you need to purify. So that means you need to like detox them. You need to detox food. Like, what are you doing in your spare time? It's saying that something involved with the situation needs to be purified. This could be a signal to purify your motives and intentions. Aha, there we go. So when I say something and then the cards reiterate them, that's a big message. So yes, whether you're reaching out to someone, whether they're an ex or someone new, or whether someone's reaching out to you, be very consciously aware of what your motive is in that situation. You know, it could be about service and it says, yeah, so so it says that they're purely about service and not about fear or competition. So I'm seeing a lot of fear here. And you know, the Five of Wands did come out earlier, but it kind of fell, and so I put it back. But I always keep in mind cards that jump out when I'm not asking for them. Excuse me. So it could be something competitive, especially if there is another, you know, maybe you hear that your ex is with someone and you always knew that you could get them back when you wanted, and so you want to. Excuse me. So let's see. It says you need to avoid chemicals and toxins, and you need to avoid any behaviors that lead to feelings of guilt or shame, as these will only lower your self-esteem. And you need to leave situations that are out of your integrity with your true beliefs. So that is all I have for you, Libras. I hope I didn't confuse you too much. I know most of you follow tarot, and so you know, even though I say this is you, you know very well that you could be over here. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. And please let me know if it resonates. And I will see you guys in June.